Alright folks, eyes left and right as Greg and Mario position at opposite ends of the aerobatic box and head straight towards each other, closing at 400 miles per hour. Watch for the cross at show center.
Alors que Todd, maintenant, se redresse à la verticale et se prépare à effectuer non pas un simple, mais un double hammerhead. Une manœuvre en extension du virage hammerhead utilisant la puissance du moteur et ce qu'on appelle une manœuvre gyroscopique. Todd et le double hammerhead.
Okay, as another wing setup for the next maneuver, they would like to thank their sponsors, including Aero Equip, Canada's largest piston engine accessory overhaul facility, McIntyre Aero, and Mid-Canada Mod Center, Canada's premier independent avionics integration and support center.
Regardez maintenant de la droite, un derrière l'autre, le Rapid Special. Dans quelques secondes, Todd va donner le signal, chacun va tirer sur le manche et monter à la verticale. Voici la manœuvre synchronisée, une autre manœuvre signature des Northern Stars. Ah, ils nous reviennent. On tire sur la manche, monte directement à la verticale. Et lorsqu'on n'a plus de vitesse ascensionnelle, on embarque chacun et de façon synchronisée dans le triple hammerhead en formation.
Running in for the triple hammerhead. This is another Northern Star signature maneuver.
Sur le manche, les trois appareils de façon simultanée. On prend de l'altitude, on n'a plus de vitesse ascensionnelle. Le triple hammerhead.
Outstanding. One of the hardest parts of a formation act is the rejoin. Watch now is to catch up. Slowly but surely, Todd and Mario will slip back into the formation, all within the confines of the aerobatic box.
L'équipe pilotait à nouveau des avions de haute performance. Hébergeant victorieux du cancer, Todd est de retour dans un cockpit qui participe à des spectacles et trouve à chaque jour de l'inspiration qui permet d'atteindre l'inatteignable. Mesdames et messieurs, le Nick Cobble des Northern Stars. Special. Et les choses sérieuses se préparent à l'arrière alors que Todd et Greg à la gauche.
Zero-G barrel roll around Greg. Let's go back to the cockpit now and talk to Greg as he leads the team for Echelon Photo Pass.
The first responders will join the military to discuss safety. Thanks for what you do. Oh, I am glad you guys missed out.
the Northern Stars Aerobatic Team.
Les Northern Stars.
And Todd said the same thing too, but if you like the music today, his daughter put this playlist together for him. Yeah. All right, folks. That was the air show. We've got lots more entertainment you see down here on the waterfront. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're laps down, but now he's cleaning it up. What's going on in the cockpit right now?
Oh, he's accelerating fast right now. You can hear the burner's lid, and apparently they're about to.
For some reason, Modem's smiling at me. As Valcar demonstrates the sneak pass, which is one of the great tools. Although it's very good at an air show, it's also very good for sneaking up on your enemy because they don't hear you coming until you're there.
Ah, imaginez le CF-18 qui est membre de l'aviation royale canadienne depuis en 1982. L'avion est entré en service en 4 bâtiments. Nous allons remplacer ce CF-18.
All right, here he comes again. This time with the gear down. Going to be a slow pass, Modem. I also see he's got the arrestor gear down.
And the probe out. If you look, you can see his in-flight refueling probe out there.
We all watched Top Gun last night. Canada doesn't have aircraft carriers. Why does it have a tailhook on it?
You know, as much as it's used for aircraft carriers in some other countries, if in the event of emergency, anytime you really need to come to a stop on the ground really fast, that's
Allowed, so we're not going to talk when he's flying in front of us. Wait till he's doing his reposition maneuvers. Now that aircraft has one seat in it, but there are some that have two, correct?
yeah, that's absolutely right.
Would you take me flying?
Well, I mean, you're off.
This time giving you a nice a photo pass with the wings up, tilted up, and like a sort of an exaggerated, but
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We're going to be bringing some F-35s online starting next year, and to start off over in Arizona, getting the first deliveries.
Flying the F-35, you know? F-35 training goes on, so you'll be going down there at some point to get trained up on the aircraft?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we're going to go down there, get some of the skills necessary to fly the F-35, and then bring those back to Canada to be able to continue defending us back here at home.
Hornets to use them for traffic control on the 400 highway on the weekends. Any truth to that rumor, Moto?
Well, as much as there are some skiers.
Change la base vitesse. Et encore une fois, ce qu'on fait, c'est ce qu'on appelle une démonstration statique.
So, Moto, I'm so glad to have you here beside me because the year that we worked during the demo pilot, you had no idea how hard it was to talk over top of that thing. It's very noisy.
Yeah, I know. He's pretty rude right now. Just continue to interrupt me.
Probably put it back up and I see a little bit of smoke out the back. That usually means some power. Arr, 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 arr. Un appareil qui a 40 ans, mon Dieu. Le cible. All right, Moto, we pressed you to service here as an announcer, and it's so great of you to come here and hang out with us. Of course, we enjoyed you ago, and we'll be looking forward to bringing our first CF35 demo when you come back from Arizona. Is our first CF5 demo, 35 demo pilot. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not yet.
Yeah, we'll see about that one, but it's been a real pleasure having you guys out here, and thank you so much to the town of Barrie and to everybody who helped organize this event. It's been a true joy being out here. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Jesse Haggard-Smith, Modem, one of our CF18 pilots. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Merci beaucoup, Jesse. Wow! Le CF18, toujours un appareil qui fait autant d'impression.
Northern Stars aerobatic team, one of two civilian aerobatic teams based in Canada. The joy of aviation, the thrill of aerobatics, and the beauty of synchronized formation flight. Through their performance today, they hope you will be inspired to passionately and tenaciously pursue your goals and dreams, whatever they may be.
On vient de faire le hammer up maintenant, c'est Todd qui est en présentation solo. Et il revient au centre du spectacle, tire une ligne à 45 degrés maintenant. Il incline l'avion, lui avec l'aide de toute cette vitesse, le couple du moteur et l'énergie gyroscopique. Il pousse le manche pour embarquer dans la centrifugeuse.
Todd joined the Northern Stars in 2018 and has 35 years of flying experience and over 40 different types of aircraft. Todd started flying in the Air Cadets, while there he earned his glider and private pilot's license, then served in the RCAF, logging over 40 combat missions in Afghanistan and Iraq. Todd would like to acknowledge that he wouldn't be here today without the incredible wife support of Diane and their two children, Andra and Taylor.
Look at that plane. Wow! Todd aux commandes de son Fit Special. L'inversion du coup de pied maintenant avec Todd toujours.
Now, eyes way up as the circles around him and sustains 6G turn. 2017, flying with the Snowbirds on the outer right wing, and then later as lead solo. Greg continues to serve as a reserve officer in the RCF, and would like to thank his wife Emily and 3 young children for their incredible support. On Greg's left wing is the team's newest and most experienced team member, Mario Hamel. Mario started flying air shows in 1994 with the Snowbirds. After retiring from the RCF, Mario co-founded the Northern Lights aerobatic team. Mario also flies a Pitts Model 12 in the Salto aerobatic glider with Time Flies air shows. Mario has flown well over 500 air show performances around the world. He's been married since 1980, 1 grandchild, and makes Montreal his home.
Les Northern Stars maintenant qui embarquent dans la formation en VIC pour entamer la boucle écart. Ils vont s'éloigner de nous et préparer des appareils photo alors que l'équipage des Northern Stars reviendra pour effectuer le passage au support de la formation en VIC. Se prépare maintenant pour l'une des manœuvres les plus difficiles du spectacle. Greg va faire basculer son pic à l'envers et guider l'équipage à travers un demi-tonneau. À la fin du tonneau, Greg sera à l'envers et ses coéquipiers à l'envers pendant que le tonneau reste par des G-Garci avec G-Politique, Loisson sur la tête, le double retournement, le double kick.
The role of lead pilot is to fly each maneuver as smoothly and predictably as possible, while the wingmen stay in formation using reference points on the lead's aircraft. Pilots are used. It takes a lot of experience and hours of practice to get things right. Get your cameras ready as the team flies another signature maneuver, the corkscrew. Greg will roll his pit special upside down as Todd and Mario roll around the smoke trail from Greg's airplane. The corkscrew. Dedicated to all our adoring fans and my lovely wife, Martina. Dedicated to all of you out there.
No problem. Brandon Todd se repositionne maintenant aux extrémités opposées de la locomotive pour se préparer à des doubles launchevac opposés de face. Le launchevac est un mot qui veut dire mot de tête. Nous venons l'Allemagne la veille et en les regardant, vous allez comprendre pourquoi. Et Mario qui me revient maintenant au centre, tire dirigé sur le manche pour monter et en faisant des tonneaux à travers le double launchevac.
The Northern Stars Stars fly the famous Pitt Special, a reasonable designed by Curtis Spitz, to win aerobatic contest. The Pitts is a two-seat biplane powered by a 260 horsepower Lycoming engine. It weighs about 1,100 pounds and has a top speed of 209, not 210 miles per hour. The airplane has symmetrical airfoil, so it flies just as...
Maintenant, Jim Griffin vous présente une manœuvre qu'il utilise souvent. Donc le pilote tombant avec un inclinaison perd de l'attitude mais garde toujours à la vue le point d'intérêt au sol, souvent des personnes placées dans le cadre de l'opération de recherche et sauvetage.
All right, the two pilots up front can't fly that aircraft for a flight engineer, and our flight engineer today is Foreign Officer Lee Lucier from Prince George, British Columbia, and he embarked on his military journey in 1988. He's a dedicated serviceman and has been proudly serving the military as a flight engineer in extensive domestic and international deployments on both the CH-146 Griffin and the CH-147 Chinook. Foreign Officer Lucier's personal life is equally as fulfilling, spending a lot of time traveling with his wife Teresa Danielle and their two sons Simon and Julian. And Julian has followed in his father's footsteps as a reserve.
Tantôt de marche arrière était assez compliqué. Pourquoi pas être peut-être une petite coche de plus au niveau compliqué? On fait tout simplement un passage sur une ligne droite, mais en effectuant des 360 degrés consécutifs, toujours en gardant la même ligne droite. Et là maintenant, change jusqu'à 500 pieds sol au-dessus. Donc, et c'est une manœuvre qui a l'air simple, mais qui peut être compliquée, parce que l'appareil devait être mis toujours dans sa... gardant toujours une ligne droite de montée. Voilà une exécution exceptionnelle de l'équipage. Le major Chris Henry, comme le disait Dan, d'ailleurs, qui prend sa retraite prochainement. Le capitaine Jason Peters, le copilote, et l'ingénieur de vol, la kilomètre Lee Lucier.
Major Hurton is now demonstrating a spiral descent from the top of the aircraft. From the top of the climb, the aircraft rolls in a left 50-degree bank, nose down, spiral descent to finish right at show center. So watching as he spirals down, this will begin to facilitate into a hot landing zone where you might be taking enemy fire, and it gets you down to the landing area very quickly, and it's a lot of fun to fly actually.
Et à la fin de cette descente en spirale, on y va maintenant avec un passage à 11 vitesses.
Then we're getting a much faster high-speed pass that we are getting from the air crew flying here today, but all members of 400 Squadron and of course all members of the Canadian military that call CFP Board and Home.
Là, c'est la passage à haute vitesse et le départ. Mission encore accomplie. D'ailleurs, les gens de Boulder qui ont remercié et on peut voir sur la rue Simcoe d'ailleurs une panoplie de véhicules militaires et il y a plein de militaires, un peu comme M. le maire disait en début de spectacle. Si vous voyez quelqu'un aujourd'hui en uniforme, c'est encore une page d'histoire que l'on va tourner. On a eu 2 appareils de formation un peu plus tôt. On a eu le tag.
We are extremely excited to be here for the 2025 Ontario, about a 2.5-hour drive southwest from here. For over 40 years now, the association restored, maintained, and displayed the Harvard and other aircraft associated with the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan and the RCAF. Our organization is proud to have 4 of its 9 aircraft at Harvard. The association has a beautifully advanced single-engine trainer for the 137th. The Harvard is sometimes also called, except for the fabric-covered control surfaces, its ailerons and rudder capability. More than 17,000 Harvards were built in Canada by North American Aviation, while another 4,500 were built by Canada, Australia, Japan, and Sweden. Fort William, Ontario, which is now known as the U.S. entered the Second World War, Canada was already involved in. Harbors that were manufactured stateside and destined for Canada were pushed or even pulled across the border to the election, coupled to its 9-foot barrier could, and hopefully, come to the rescue. 100, also known as the Canuck. The Harvard, which was designed in 1930, served in the RCAF until 1965, and when they were sold by the government, one day they handed civilians to be restored, until they were given a new life. Other countries, such as South Africa, continued to use the Harvard as an active military trainer well into the 1990s. That certainly speaks to the durability and longevity of this remarkable aircraft. The Harvard today flies as a symbol and a reminder of all who served and continue to serve and preserve our freedom as a living memorial to the restoration, maintenance, research, and special events. Our association raises funds through airshow appearances, selling Harvard-related merchandise, and by offering once-in-a-lifetime flight experience on our vintage aircraft. If you're interested, visit our website at www.harvards.com or check us out on Facebook or Twitter. Or, of course, come by at our home base in Tilsonburg Airport on Tuesdays and Saturdays, as there's generally more flying action happening those days. The aircraft WPK. This Mark IV Harvard was built at Canadian Car and Foundry in Fort William, Ontario in 1952 and served at No. 2 Flight Training School in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan until it was sold out by the government in 1967. Next aircraft 20422, which is RSW. This aircraft was built by this Canadian built Mark IV Harvard that entered service in 1952 and served in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Penhold, Alberta. RZW has been owned by CHA since 2003 and was repainted 2 years later, since 1986. Here's a couple technical details of the Harvard. The Harvard has a 1340 cubic inch Pratt & Whitney 9-cylinder radial engine. Its gross weight is 5,600 pounds or just over 2,500 kilograms. Its wingspan is 42 feet or just under 13 meters. The cruise speed is 150 miles per hour, which is 240 kilometers per hour. The stall speed is 56 miles per hour, which is 90 kilometers per hour. The maximum dive speed is 220 kilometers per hour. Today there are fewer than 50 Harvards flying in Canada, and we can proudly say that most of them are associated in some way with the Canadian Harvard Aircraft Association. Our pilots today, Scott McMaster flying RWN from Troy, Ontario, a retired manager of the McMaster University Particle Acceleration Lab. He's been flying Harvard.
Vous allez voir, mesdames et messieurs, le Pit Special de Trevor Rafferty.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Rafferty again from the left side. Trevor was born in aviation, growing up around wood and fabric airplanes that flew out of a small pasture near the town of York, Ontario. His father being a pilot, Trev could fly an airplane by the gliders, seaplanes, as well as aerobatic instructing. Although he made his living and paid for his flying and aircraft building around working as a millwright in the steel companies of Hamilton, Ontario, he is now working full-time flying air shows and teaching aerobatics. The airplane Trevor is flying today is the 5th airplane that he has built. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. He built this airplane. Designer Curtis Pitts, and it's called the Model 12 Pitts Special, and it's the final type in the long line of aircraft designed by Curtis Pitts, and it was engineered specifically as the 360 horsepower engine was built on to the standard Pitts aircraft.
Oui, et Trevor maintenant qui montre la puissance de son appareil, alors qu'il va faire 3 boucles. Il est rendu maintenant à la 3e boucle consécutive à monter, et avec les demi-tonneaux chaque fois au haut de la boucle. Il va s'engager maintenant dans un virage à 180 km, s'éloigner de la ligne de spectacle pour embarquer dans la prochaine figure, alors qu'il ne volera plus. Regardez bien maintenant, il s'engagera dans la grille à plat, il fera 4 tours, alors que son avion va littéralement tomber. Donc, aux commandes de son pit, Monster Pit, dans la grille à plat, voici maintenant Trevor Rafferty.
Now this aircraft is like a Pitts on steroids, as it has the Russian engine put onto the front of the aircraft, and you can see right now he's doing a spiral flat spin as he comes down, but he's got all that huge engine on the front of the airplane, so he'll power it up, levels the wings off, and flies out to get ready for his next maneuver. Watch the work. The M14 powered the everything in Russia, from electrical power generators to helicopters, and it's powered today's modern aerobatic aircraft, and what a beautiful sound.
Le petit special, surnommé le Moisson, à cause de sa moteur de manipulation russe, et Macho Stinker, du plan impeccable.
Alright, let's just watch Trevor push that airplane to the maximum performance that it is designed to do. And he is having a lot of fun up there. We had a very nice photo mission yesterday that I believe was Trevor's idea, and it's an oil injected into the exhaust of the aircraft, and it totally evaporates as it goes into the exhaust, but it makes it much easier for you to follow Trevor and follow his maneuvers throughout the sky.
400 forces de moteur, mais à un moment donné, ça monte plus et on fait ce qu'on appelle le hammerhead.
Comes out of that hammerhead inverted, so he's got a lot of negative G pushing on him right now. Trevor, very fit, works out every day in the gym, and you have to. All of our aerobatic pilots have to be in top physical condition to fly these airplanes like they do.
Effectivement, ce sont des athlètes avec les G positifs et surtout les G négatifs. Regardez bien maintenant une figure traditionnelle lors du prochain passage. Il va y aller avec le grand tonneau.
Inverted pass. And you can see the smoke system doesn't like to work when it's upside down. Trevor, water, Trevor. There we go. Yep. Curled up underneath the table here watching Trevor fly. So he's going to complete this maneuver, and he's going to give us one more pass and then head back to Simcoe Regional. Give them a wave right now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can. They can't hear you, but they can definitely see you wave your hats. Trevor Rafferty in the beautiful Pitts Model 12.
Regardez sur le côté maintenant, sur la tranche, c'est là qu'on voit vraiment la puissance du moteur de fabrication russe. Et on continue. Les appareils qui sont dans le cadre de notre spectacle aérien apparaissent.
Ah, il nous revient. All right, people, are you having fun out there? Coming in is the CT-133 Silver Star. You may know it better as the T-33 or the T-Bird.
Oui, et on va vous parler un petit peu de l'appareil que vous allez voir tantôt, le Red Knight. Et cet appareil-là est important pour l'histoire de l'aviation royale canadienne de par sa formation, c'est-à-dire c'était un appareil de formation, mais également il est au service de l'aviation royale canadienne de 1958 à 1969. Le Red Knight se produisait lors de spectacles aériens à travers l'Amérique du Nord, souvent en première partie ou en collaboration avec l'équipe de voltige des Golden Hawks ou des Golden Red Knight.
The CT-133 or T-33 or